So I am Aligiri Lingappa, Assistant Professor, Government Postgrad College, Sirguppa. So today's my topic is fine structure of spectral line, demerits of Sommerfield's model, excitation and ionization energies and potentials. So which is under the chapter atomic models. So previous class we have discussed about different models. So J.J. Thomson's model, Rutherford's model, Bohr's model and Sommerfield's model. Then what about the fine structure of spectral lines? Fine structure of spectral lines. H alpha line is due to the transition from n is equal to 3 state to n is equal to 2 state of the hydrogen atom. For n is equal to 3, there are three values of n pi is equal to 1, 2, 3. Similarly, these are two possible energy levels for n is equal to 2 with n pi is equal to 1, 2. Theoretically, 6 transitions are possible. They are 3, 3 to 2, 2, 3, 3 to 2, 1, 3 to 2, 2, 2, 3, 2 to 2, 1, 3, 1 to 2, 2, 3, 1 to 2, 1 are shown so below the figure. We know that a spectral series of a hydrogen atom, Lyman series, Balmer series, Paschen series, Brackett series, Pfund series. In case of Balmer series, the transition of electron from a third orbit to second orbit, which forms a line so called H alpha line. Similarly, the line forming due to transition of electron from fourth orbit to second orbit. So then H gamma, the line which forms due to the transition of electron from fifth orbit to second orbit. So like that. When the H alpha line, according to Bohr's atomic model, which is a single in state, but this same spectral line, if it observed with a high resolving microscope, then which consists of group of lines. That means H alpha line which consists of group of lines, H beta line which consists of group of lines, H gamma which consists of group of lines. That means where H alpha, H beta, H gamma, H delta, they are not in single state, they consist of group of lines, is known as fine structure of H alpha line, fine structure of spectral lines. So how the line, so that means a spectral line which consists of group of lines. So we know that H alpha line, so which consists of three sublines, so called a fine structure of H alpha line. Usually the H alpha line which forms due to the transition of electrons from third state to second state. Where according to Sommerfield's model, n is equal to 3 is not a single orbit which consists of suborbits. So 1, 2, 3. Similarly, n is equal to 2 is not a single orbit which consists of two suborbits, 1, 2. Where Sommerfield which states that the transition of electron which takes place only when the azimuthal quantum number, so orbital quantum number, change in orbital quantum number, that must be equal to plus or minus 1. So just to see the diagram, where the electron transits from higher energy orbit to lower energy orbit. So look here, first one that indicates 3, 1, 2, 2, 1. So change in azimuthal quantum number according to selection rule. Delta n pi that must be equal to a 0. It is not possible. So because of that, which can be represented by a dotted line. Then a second line 3, 1, 2, 2, 2. Then a change in azimuthal quantum number said delta n pi that must be equal to a plus 1. That means, minus 1. That means which obeys selection rule, so which takes place, which can be represented by solid line. So similarly, what about the dotted lines which are present in the diagram? They are not possible because they do not obey a selection rule. Delta n pi is equal to plus or minus 1 rule. So the solid lines which takes place because which obeys the selection rule. Selection rule, delta n pi is equal to plus or minus 1. So that means H alpha line which consists of 3 lines, it's a group of 3 lines, is known as spectral lines. So the fine structure of H alpha line was explained by Sommerfeld was successful to explain fine structure of spectral lines. On the basis of the selection rule, these are only 3 allowed transitions. The allowed lines are shown by the continuous lines and forbidden lines by dotted lines. So whatever the dotted line that indicates forbidden, that means the transition does not take place. Where continuous lines in the above diagram which indicates the allowed transitions, so that H alpha line which consists of 3 lines, group of 3 lines. So then what about the demerits of a Sommerfeld model? It does not give information about relative intensities of different spectral lines. It fails to explain the spectrum of alkali metals like sodium. It could not explain the distribution and arrangement of electrons. It fails to explain Zeeman effect and Stark effect. So these are the demerits of Sommerfelds. So it could not explain the intensity of spectral, relative intensity of the spectral lines. It fails to explain the, that means the spectrum of alkali metals like sodium. Then it could not explain the arrangement of electrons. Then it fails to explain Zeeman effect and Stark effect. So the splitting up of spectral line in the presence of magnetic field, so called Zeeman effect. Then the splitting up of spectral line in the presence of electric field is known as Stark effect. So it fails to explain Zeeman effect and Stark effect. Excitation, the process of shifting of an electron from its orbit to any higher orbit by providing sufficient energy is known as excitation. If suppose the sufficient amount of energy are provided to the orbit, then the electron transits from lower orbit to higher orbit. So this process is called excitation. The process of shifting of an electron from its orbit to any higher orbit by providing the sufficient energy is known as excitation. What about excitation energy? The minimum energy in electron volts are required to shift an electron from its orbit to any higher orbit is known as excitation energy. That means whatever the amount of energy required to shift the electron from first orbit to second orbit, so called first excitation energy, from first orbit to third orbit, second excitation energy from first orbit to fourth orbit, third excitation energy. So that means what about the amount of energy required to shift an electron from its lower orbit to higher orbit, so called excitation energy. Then what about excitation potential? The minimum potential difference in volts are required to shift an electron from its orbit to any higher orbit is known as excitation potential. So minimum potential difference in volts are required to transit electron from first orbit to second orbit is known as a first excitation potential. From first orbit to third orbit, a second excitation potential. From first orbit to fourth orbit, third excitation potential. So called the potential difference in volts are required to shift an electron from its orbit to any higher orbit is known as excitation potential. Then ionization potential. The process of removing an electron from the orbit to an infinite distance from the nucleus is known as ionization. So, the process of removing of electron from its orbit is known as ionization. Then what about ionization energy? Then similarly ionization potential. The minimum energy in electron volts required to remove an electron from its orbit to an infinite distance from the nucleus. That means what about the amount of energy in electron volt required to remove an electron? That means to shift an electron from its orbit to infinite distance is known as ionization energy. So then ionization potential, the minimum potential difference in volts are required to remove an electron from the orbit to an infinite distance from the nucleus is known as ionization potential. So ionization potential means the minimum potential difference in volts are required to remove an electron from its orbit. So ionization, ionization energy, ionization potential. So now look here, for hydrogen atom, what about first excitation energy? The amount of energy required to to shift an electron from its first orbit to a second orbit is known as first excitation energy. That means E2 minus E1 is equal to minus 3.4 plus 13.6 is equal to 10.2 electron volt. Where 10.2 electron volt, that means the amount of energy required to transit an electron from first orbit to second orbit. Then a second excitation energy, the amount of energy required to shift an electron from its first orbit to third orbit is known as a second excitation energy. E3 minus E1 is equal to minus 1.51 plus 13.6 is equal to 12.09 electron volt. Then ionization energy E infinity minus E1. So ionization energy means the amount of energy required to remove an electron from the hydrogen atom. So E infinite minus E1. 0 minus half minus 13.6. 13.6 electron hole. That means the amount of energy required to remove an electron from the hydrogen atom, that must be equal to 13.6 electron volts. Excitation potential and ionization potential together called as critical potentials. Excitation potential, ionization potential together called as a critical potentials. Thank you.